Hello and welcome to something a little bit different here on my channel. So in today's video we're going to be discussing not only character options, Doctor Who figures, but more specifically we're going to be talking about potential up and coming releases. Before this video begins, I'd like to start with a disclaimer. These images and ideas that I'm going to show you are fan made and by no means are they official. And at the time of releasing this video, we don't know if they'll ever be officially announced. But it's always fun to speculate. I would like to also say a massive thank you to Callum Jones for providing some of the great photos of mock-up releases. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Thomas Chapman, otherwise known as Andrazani Chap over on Twitter, for allowing me to use his image and idea too. Now, links are in the description for Callum Jones' YouTube channel. Go check him out. He's a top lad. Thank you very much. So we're going to be starting off with what I think is an extremely good idea for an up-and-coming release from B&M, and that would be a Revenge of the Cybermen set. Now, of course, this will be re-releasing figures that have already been released in some form, which makes this set an absolute possibility. The Revenge Cybermen, which originally came out years ago, are now selling for incredible prices over on eBay. They're fetching 40 or 50 quid per Cyberman, which is absolutely, well, quite frankly, crazy. So if they were to release this particular set, not only would it allow people the chance to finally own the Cybermen from the Revenge of the Cybermen, but also crazy people like me who like to army build, we've also got that opportunity to go ahead and army build Revenge of the Cybermen to, well, our heart's content really. You'll notice that Callum has very cleverly used the brand new head sculpt for the 4th Doctor as well there.
Which, let's face it, is fucking amazing.
Which just adds a bit more kind of, nuance to the set. Also included would be the Cyber Mat as well, which would be a nice accessory. And of course we'd have the Cyber Leader alongside one of his scouts. You could always paint the Cyber Leader's helmet silver to have 2 scouts, and that's probably what I would end up doing, as I already have 1 Cyber Leader. But that is a fantastic idea, and I hope, I really do, that something very similar to this can be released in the near future. Now, sticking with Cybermen, we are going way back to the 1960s. We're going for an invasion style set. Now, this time we would have 2 identical invasion type Cybermen, both with their blasters. We would also have the Brigadier with perhaps a few tweaks here and there just to make him stand out a little bit. But this would be the perfect opportunity for people, again, like myself, or Anthony Fagan, for example, who's a top lad, for army building these amazing, amazing Cybermen. We could finally have an invasion of Cybermen in our Doctor Who collections. It would be amazing. Of course, these Cybermen have been released several times down the years, but I feel like now is a good time to re-release them once again. And now we move on to something even more creative, and this is a heck of a big set, but it has potential. It really, really does. Now, as I mentioned, this is an idea that came from Thomas Chapman over on Twitter, who is known as Andrazani Chap. So go and follow him and do what needs to be done over on Twitter. I don't have Twitter, so I don't really know what I'm tweeting on about. But in this particular set, we have the 3 Doctors set. So not only do we have a TARDIS, the 3rd Doctor, Joe Grant, Benton, and a Jail Guard, which have already been released, but they could tweak those a little bit. I noticed that we've got the 3rd Doctor there holding what seems to be the little X-ray that he takes in that story, but you'll notice there's also a backdrop. Now, this looks like it's something that's been taken from AFT, the Action Figure Theatre, and if they used this kind of idea, it would be amazing for having not only as a backdrop, but as an actual playset. Perhaps they could release this in waves to kind of, collect and build the playset there at the back. It's very similar to the 3.75 inch range that we were beginning to have a few years ago when they gave us those little backdrops, and I think this would make for an amazing, amazing set. I don't know how expensive this one would be, seeing that we've got potentially, 4 figures plus a TARDIS. plus the backdrop there, it could be maybe 50 quid, but I think it would sell. I think it's a really, really inventive and very, very good idea. Now moving back to some of the ideas of Callum, and we are going to the new series now. This time we have Nightmare in Silver. Not only do we have another release there of Matt Smith looking pretty trendy in his purple coat with his sonic screwdriver, we have an original type new series Cyberman alongside what looks to be a Cyber Leader, but the new upgraded version. Upgrade, you know. I think this is a really, really good idea, especially for fans of a new series. I myself would definitely go ahead and buy this set and would probably look to army build with Cybermen as well, just because they're fun to build. So again, another fascinating idea, that's for sure. And then we've got another new series one, this time of course with the 12th Doctor and Clara alongside, well, let's face it, this has to be released at some point, a 5.5-inch Ice Warrior, a new series Ice Warrior. Of course, they were first seen in Cold War, but this would be more from the Empress of Mars, and wouldn't that just be incredible? They've made a Pyramids of Mars set, so let's have an Empress of Mars set. Was it Empress of Mars? I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, what an amazing idea for a set. Again, apart from the new kind of figure of the Ice Warrior, the rest is a straight up re-releases. So it's something that has potential. It could be released one day. So that's some ideas there. If you've got any other ideas that are similar to this or different to this, let me know in the comments down below. Of course, smash a like on this video. If you haven't already subscribed, then please go ahead and do so. That would be amazing. And I'll see you all again for another Doctor Who video here on my channel. Until then, take care and goodbye for now.